Hey guys, welcome back to Bulbasaur Bros TCG, and today I am going to be profiling my Bewear mill deck. Now yes, we have done a video on this before, which that was matchups and the deck list. This is just the deck list. Short, simple, and to the point, so you guys can get the list of this amazing Bewear deck list. Now, before I get started, this is a different list than the one we played online, which was on a previous video, and I feel like I do like this list a lot more. There are some cards added, some cards cut, but the main point is still there. Also, don't forget to follow us at Bulbasaur Bros TCG on Instagram. We are having a code contest giveaway right now, where we have 10 codes for Crimson Invasion, and to win them, you have to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Bulbasaur Bros TCG, and comment on any 500 views hype. This is what this is all about. We have had a collective 500 views on our channel, which is a great milestone to have. And to do that, you'll be entered. We'll just randomly select someone for the 10 code cards and get it to you some way, somehow. To start off our profiling, we have 4 Stuffles as an evolving basic. Yeah. Then 4 Bewears. Now, Bewears here is what we're really looking at. It is a stage 1, evolves from Stuffle, 120 HP, but we're looking at the attack for a double colorless energy. Mix up. Flip a coin. If heads, discard the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck. Now, this is okay, but we also have cards. We also have a card, in particular, Victini, that lets you reflip, so you have a 75% chance to discard 3 cards from your opponent's deck. Now, this is really good, and it's all for a DCE. And we also play 1 Bewear GX for Big Throw. It allows you to discard your opponent's active and all cards attached to it. Just a great GX attack to have, since we don't have our own GX attack. Then I also play 3 Tapu Lele GXs for the amazing Wonder Tag ability, letting you grab a supporter. And in this deck, there are a lot of supporters that you need to go and grab, and Lele is just the component that you need to go grab it. And that is the Pokemon lineup. Now, supporters. There are a lot of supporters. For draw support, we have 2 Sycamores, being able to draw, 4 Ends, being able to shuffle in and draw, 2 Shaunas, again, being able to shuffle in and draw, and Lily just being able to draw and not having to refresh or discard your hand. Now, all these are important in the deck. We only play 2 Sycamores because you don't want to be discarding too much, and 2 Shaunas to make up for the lack of Sycamores. Yeah. Then, for gusting effects, we have Guzma, which allows you to bring up your opponent's bench to their active, and then you move as well. Just great gusting effect. It allows you to mill for a little bit longer if you stick one of your opponent's high retreated Pokemon into the active and they can't get out. Great card to play in the deck. And then we also play 2 Bridgets, which allows you to get 3 basic Pokemon out onto your bench. Not EXs, but GXs or EXs, so any basic Pokemon in the deck onto the bench, such as 2 Stuffles and a Victini. So your board position can be set up for the first half of the game, just from that 1 supporter, which can be grabbed by Lele. Then, for disruption supporters, we play 4 Handiworks. It allows you to discard 2 cards per coin flip, and you get to flip 2 coins, so upwards of 4 cards you get to discard with just a supporter. We also play 3 Team Flare Grunts, allowing you to discard an energy from your opponent's active. 2 Plumerias to discard an energy from anywhere on your opponent's field, but you do have to discard 2 cards as well. And 1 Delinquent. Now, there are no stadiums played in this deck, but Delinquent can discard one of your opponent's play stadiums, and then they discard 3 cards as well, which is just a great card to have. And that is the supporter lineup. Now for items, we play 4 Ultra Ball. Just as Pokemon Search, you get to grab a Lele that you need, or a Stuffle, or a Victini, whatever. We also play 2 Field Blowers, just so you can discard any tools on your opponent's side that might aid them in knocking you out earlier or stopping your abilities, stuff like that. 2 float stones, just in case your Lele gets dragged up into the active. That's always really annoying. You never want that to happen. That's why you have float stone, so you can get back onto the bench. Then for disruption, we have 3 crushing hammers, just to discard an energy on a coin flip. 2 enhanced hammers, to discard a special energy. 1 rescue stretcher, so you can bring back a Bewear or a Stuffle, or something that you discarded early game. It's a really nice card. And then 2 counter catchers. Now, this deck, you will always have 6 prizes. So when you end, you will always get 6 cards. And as long as your opponent has taken a KO, counter catcher will be available because you have to be behind on prizes. And counter catcher is just a gusting effect. You're going to bring up your opponent's bench into their active. It's stalls. So you can bring up something with a high retreat cost into the active and then mill, and your opponent will be stuck like that, and they will have to be okay with you discarding cards. Just great card to have. I love it in the deck. And that is our item count. And then finally, we play 7 energy. We play 4 double colorless energy, allowing you to use Mix Up, which is for a double colorless, and 3 counter energy, which is a new card that's been released, and it has a bunch of potential. I know it does. And it counts as 2 of any energy as long as you're behind on prizes. Well, as I explained before, as long as your opponent has taken a KO, which they will, you have low HP basics and non-GX attackers, then it counts as 2 energy, so it counts as the DCE for mix-up. Now, it only counts as 1 colorless energy on a GX or EX, so even if you're behind on prizes, it only counts as a colorless energy on Bewear GX, which is okay. You can use 2 double colorless. And it makes it so you can hit one of the 2 after you play a Sycamore. And the problem was before that you couldn't hit the double colorless. It just allows you to do that, and it's really nice. Yeah, so this has been the deck. Like I said, make sure to follow us on Instagram, Bulbasaur Bros at TCG. We're having a code giveaway. You'll definitely want to enter that. And yeah, this has been Bulbasaur Bros TCG, signing off.